So let's just go ahead and charge them and see if we can't just fling them a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Just flung that guy all the way across the battlefield. Hey there, it's Big Tony over here at NatG, coming at you with some 9.4 Justice Hunt event action. And we're going to talk a little bit about the event. We're going to get into some gameplay. I'm going to showcase a couple of my new toys. And my big toy that I got this month is, the OCHOKOCHI. And I've got, if I move my camera here, you can see I've got the new drone. I've got the pilot. I've got the OCHOKOCHI up to MK2 level 12. And you can see right now I don't have the new weapons on here. And there's a reason for that. We will do a breakdown on the weapons on a later video. But as you can see in my hangar, I do have multiple close to maxed out MK2 versions of the brand new Shatter, Splinter, Beset, the brand new shotguns. Let's just let the cat out of the bag, guys. They really, really are terrible. They do very little damage. They fire so slow that you can't build up any slow accumulation. I pulled them off my bots already. If they buff them, I might put them back on, but really, as it sits right now, they are not worth going to. So, yeah, right there, I just ruined another video idea, but I figure I better just say that while I'm here. But let's go ahead and talk about the event. And we've got we got data pads. We've replaced the crates with data pads. That's okay. That kind of reminds me of other events in the past, Hungbao Lottery, things like that, where you have single crates to open up. And it's not really a crate. That's a ticket. Then we had crates, and now we got data pads. It's just a carrier, a vehicle to carry the prize in. But where you're going to be getting your data pads from, the easiest place to get them is from your operations pass. You get a handful of them for free when you first start, and you get a handful of free ones, very few, in the operations pass E. Now this is a 6-day operations pass for I think like 14 bucks, something like that, to get as many of these as you can, to get the whole thing. You grind it out. But just wait, you just paid for this, but you have to pay more if you want to get the full effect. You want the full amount? We have to go back over here to the data pad delivery, and there's a subscription. So they found a way to monetize getting the data pads and then remonetize it as well. So another one on top here, an event subscription that lasts for 9 days. So you're talking, it's like 12 bucks. So basically you're spending 24 bucks, about 24 bucks every week and a couple days to get the full maximum amount of these data pads. Wow, I mean, we're just adding layer upon layer upon layer of monetization here. And I was kind of hoping they wouldn't do something like this, but that's just the way it is. I have opened up a bunch of my crates, or excuse me, data pads. And on my channel, I have them posted as shorts. There'll be one short that was posted earlier this morning. And then every day till the end of the month, there's another data pad opening still in the shorts. So if you want to see what I got, watch my shorts. We'll see what comes from that. But definitely, it was very, very interesting. I'm very, very disappointed, guys, in the brand new weapons. In fact, I think I moved them into my second hangar here, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just pull it up here real quick. Let's go ahead and pretend like we're going to. Oh, I know where we can find one. Let's go ahead and hop back. I gotta look for my second angler, because my second angler actually has them on there. Did I just bury my angler somewhere? I think I probably buried it somewhere. So let's go ahead to back to hangar 1. Let's just go ahead and go change out, and we can see my. We can scroll through here. You can see I have some bots, guys, but I don't have a gazillion, because you can see we'll scroll to the end here. I don't have a gazillion bots. That's it. That's all I have. So this is a relatively new account, and it's all pretty much just newer stuff that I've picked up, and I've cannibalized quite a bit as well. But let's go ahead and look here. Here are the new weapons: the Splinter and the Beset, and then the Shatter. I mean, seriously, you look at this here. 7,500 is its damage at MK2 level 6. I mean, seriously, it's not huge. I think, do I have one that's sufficient I can look at? I got a Descent. And I must have that on something else. I got another heavy one. What? I got the heavy Larabus. So it was 7,500 for that. So let's go ahead and go back here and take a look At my other angler where I have the Cestus on there, it's 4,400. But here's the kicker. The Bissett doesn't accumulate a lot. It fires slower, much slower. And you're looking at a 6-second reload, and accumulation on its slow effect is much slower. So right now the Cestus is much better than the Bissett. But we will see what happens. If that was, I don't know if it's a glitch or if that's how they intended it to come out. In the test server, it came out actually 3 times. In test server, it was 3 times more destructive. It was a beast over there. And I was expecting them to cut right down the middle, but they cut it right to the bone. And my first match here, I'm going to show you guys, I will be running the OCHOKOCHI, and it will have the splinter and the shatters on it. And you'll see what I mean by it. They're not fantastic, but definitely so far, I'm liking what I see in the event. As far as you can see, the background here is fantastic. You can see you got a Keel mothership in the background back there, and then you've got the Paladin back there as well. They do make some really cool looking stuff here, guys. But I'm a little bit disappointed, first impression, about the monetization and then the remonetization. You have to buy your operations pass to get the full audit of basic data pads. Then you have to buy a subscription every week and a half if you want to get the maximum amount. Wow, that's just crazy to me. So many layers of monetization. All right, guys, we've rambled on along enough here. Let's go ahead. Let's hop into some gameplay and have a little fun. Alrighty, guys, we are ready to rock and roll here. This is 9.4 Justice Hunt OCHOKOCHI edition. I've got my OCHOKOCHI, I've got the new drone, I've got the new pilot, I've got the shatters and the splinters on here, the new shotguns, and we'll see what we can do with them. Let's go ahead and get out there. Now these you can hit things at 500 meters, but like any shotgun, it does more damage the more up close you are. So let's go ahead and see what kind of damage we can do with this. Let's get up close here and just absolutely strafe this guy. Give him a little bit of love here, and boom! You see that? I just launched him using the special ability, the Stampede. This thing skitters around. If you guys have ever lived on a farm or know someone who's lived on a farm and have seen a goat charge something, they just go absolutely crazy and they slide all over the place, and it's just absolutely crazy. Well, that's exactly how this thing operates. It's all over the place. But it is a lot of fun. Now, this is a brawling Titan, guys. It really is. And I'm going to try some other additional builds of this. I'll try putting maces on here, mace and cudgel. I'll also try the siphon, the siphon and the Labris as well on here, Larrabes. Yeah, Labris, that's what they're called. We'll give those a shot. I don't have a lot of weapons that I can throw on here, but I can at least do 3 good builds for you guys and show you what different ones I like. And so far, this isn't horribly bad. I can definitely tell you I tell you what, this thing, if you look at these weapons, they fire slow. I was expecting for a shotgun, either a lot more oomph damage here, because look, I'm hitting this guy down here, and I'm just not doing a heck of a lot to him. So let's just go ahead and charge him and see if we can't just fling him a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Just flung that guy all the way across the battlefield. That is just absolutely crazy. But I'm hitting a lot of targets with these new shotguns, and I'm just not doing a lot of damage. I'm actually doing... Oh, there we go. We launched another one. I mean, I'm not doing a lot of damage with these weapons. See, I'm hardly even... No. Sorry. We're going to have to block that out. Telephone company, I'm not answering you. Have some respect. I'm playing games. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going here. But I'm a little bit disappointed in these weapons right now. Boy, boing, you went flying straight up there. I think probably a better set of weapons on here will be the mace and cudgel, just from the first impression feel I'm getting from it. But who knows? All these weapons are subject to nerfs and buffs anytime soon, and if these things turn out to be absolute dogs, I suspect Pixonic will probably buff them a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and since the nerfs haven't dropped yet, let's go ahead and drop an angler, cudgel, and a hammer version of this. This is just a fun build to run for me. This is kind of this is what I consider a standard build. Right along with my Fenrir, which runs maces and a hammer. And right now I've actually swapped those weapons out and put them on other things. Let's go ahead and... Mothership, I've got the Paladin put in right now, just for healing. And also it helps buff my damage/heal score. So I like running that. Alright, let's go ahead and... What we got right there? Oh, we got ourselves a Ravana. He's going to do the dance, so I'm going to do my dance. He's going to come out of it. I'm going to pound on him a little bit. And boom! Nice. MK3 hammered. Like it. Okay, let's go ahead. And you can see there, I just absolutely obliterated that. Look at how quickly this set of weapons took that down versus the weaponry that, the new weaponry. My guy's just hanging up there in the air. I'm guessing he's vapor locked. That's cool. He's hanging up there. As you can see with the, the first set of weapons, they don't do as much damage. I thought they'd be more effective, especially up close. But I don't know. I thought the Hurricanes were going to come out and they were going to be monsters too. And when they came out, they were very well balanced, and they don't do a lot of damage. You have to be tactical with them. I think maybe the new the Beset, the Splinter, and the Shatter. I think they're going to be the same way. I think you're going to have to be very tactical with them. And I don't think they're going to be actually great for brawling. Okay, Newton, I see you over there. Yeah, you just get tired of just work on him. Okay, get the ground. Let's get the electric glide going here. I'd call it the electric slide, but it's the electric glide. Let's get up close to this guy, give him a little love, a little blast charge goodness before he gets me. Okay, now the Ochokochi I can actually, in test server, I was able to go nose to nose with Titans. We'll do some testing of that as time goes on here. We're just getting wrapped up, started here, so. Boom! Now I did get I had like 1,000, a little over 1,000, it was like 1,200 platinum I saved up. So I buffed up my Newton up to a level about 143, if I remember right. I just got hammered out there. Still very squishy. I don't know. I think I'll put my Luchador back in. I actually enjoy the Luchador more than I do the Newton. Let's go ahead and work on this guy right here. Let's give this guy a little love. Now I've got the Larrabee on, the Labras on here. I will probably run... I'll probably run my other one for a while. I'll put the Shatters on there. I can put 3 Shatters on there. It'll be of comparable level. And we'll see how it holds up in additional videos down the road here. Okay, we are... Oh, man. We got the power bar in our favor. But we're just not quite getting it there. There we go. It's a nice Titan Slayer. Let's go ahead and... I want to get back behind cover here a little bit. I know there's a Newton over there, and I don't want to get thrown in the air unless my ability is actually set up to work right. So let's go ahead and kind of head over this way. Okay, now if you look up on top there, I did do something. While I was waiting for the next event to start, and I was really grinding out matches. I got my Living Legend finally. So I got the Living Legend title. And it took a little bit. I mean, seriously, I had to grind out a lot of matches and finally got 7 wins in a row. In Beacon Rush. So it wasn't in FFA. This was, we had to actually win. And, yeah, finally got it. So I'm kind of proud of that, I think. Yeah, it's just a title that's earned more than bought. Now, there is a beast title that goes with this. If you get the Ochokochi, you kill X number of bots with it, do X number of things with it, open X number of, crates in the event. To me, that's kind of a paid-for type, title. And the Living Legend's a little more of a grinder title, a little more of an earned one. Okay, if you saw up there, did you see that? Oh my gosh, we got ourselves an Ophion that's hanging in the air up there. He must be just vapor locked, which isn't uncommon. When 9.3 dropped, we had harpoon weapons that were just vapor locking everything. So whatever that guy has, he's locked up as well. Okay, I'm not going to go get on him. Let's go ahead and give this guy a little love down here. Now, I do really like the Siphos and Cestus build here for the Angler. Still waiting to see what the the nerf is going to be. We tested that last weekend. It looks like we're going to get not a speed reduction, but a big reduction in its overall durability. Looking at like a 40 or 50,000 structure reduction, which is kind of the opposite of what they wanted. It's slower and tankier. Well, now it's just speedy, but less durable. I don't know what direction they're going with it. So you can tell I bought it out here. So we're just gonna kind of spectate this here for a minute, and we'll go to the end for you guys and look at the tail of the tapes. But there's the Newton right there, and hopefully someone on our team goes and destroys him. Alrighty, that should be it right there. We took the defeat, but it was fun. I got to go out there and show you guys my new toy, and it wasn't a cherry-picked match, guys. I bought it out, but it was definitely... Ooh, I'm gonna watch a video. Alright guys, quick tail of the tapes here, then we'll hop back into the hangar and I'll show you exactly what I got with my my specific OCHOKOCHI build here. But you can see there, I came in second place, 7x5. Fair chunk of that was done with the OCHOKOCHI. And we were flinging things all over the battlefield out there. That was absolutely hilarious. So let's go ahead, let's hop back into the hangar for you guys. Let's take a look at my new toys here, and we'll wrap this one up for you guys. Alrighty guys, we're back in the hangar here. We're going to take a little look at the OCHOKOCHI and how I've got it set up. I've put the regular weapons, the new weapons, back on there just for aesthetic factor, so it kind of matches what you guys saw out on the battlefield. Let's go ahead and hop into it here. This is the OCHOKOCHI, and I've got the shatter and the splinters on here. As you can see, I've got relatively well leveled up equipment here. As you saw it on the battlefield, it was not doing a lot of damage from the weapons, even at the close range. And these were MK2. I had them actually mixed up there. This is almost a full MK2 level 10 set of weapons on here. And they really were not doing the damage. What was doing the damage was the special ability on this. And it really did a number. Now, definitely, I would like to get the skin for it. I do not have the skin yet, but just for the fact it gives it 5% more durability. Not for the fact of how it looks. I think it looks... That skin is absolutely horrid. It's terrible. I don't like that. I want something that looks like a goat, not like something out of Tron. So, but if I need to get that extra 5% boost, I will. And I do have the drone. You can see it's got its own weapon that it fires, which actually you can see it does 19,500 points of damage. That's crazy, considering the fact if you go back and look at one of the shatters, I'm doing 6,500. Your drone is actually doing more damage than the actual weaponry. In fact, if you added up all the weapons on this, if you take both of the shatters and both of the the splinters, you're actually almost comparable. The drone is doing more damage. So, I think they messed up, and I hope that they kind of messed the stats up when they turned that loose. But definitely the drone, that helps convert, does more damage, helps convert DOT effect. This is a drone that is very specifically tailored for the OCHOKOCHI. It's not going to work on hardly anything else. So, I mean, you got on module use, you've got more durability with DOT. That's a huge thing. That is something that is specifically tailored for that specific bot. So, I mean, you could use this on other ones for, for the weapon, on deployment durability, additional damage. Those are small, minor things. That on module use, getting that additional kind of mitigating of the DOT effect really is important. Now, I do have the pilot, and we can see here, I've got the Vepco Lavidsky, I believe that is. I had saved up and purchased. I saved up, and you don't get a lot of the memoriam by saving up. So I did actually end up go out and buying about 8,000 memoriam to get this thing set up right. But as you can see here, I've got a very basic setup: Armor Expert, Destroyer, so its special ability does 12% more damage. Tough Guy. Yeah, I lose a little bit of my damage from the weapons, but the weapons on there really were terrible anyhow. But you get 18% more structure, which is huge. Defense Expert, which actually I was kind of debating on that, whether I wanted that or Wonder Worker or possibly Mechanic. Wasn't quite sure, but I put that on there for now. And then I have Roadhog, which gives it 15% bump in speed. And I had one, I just haven't leveled this one up yet. You can see Dodger. I'm going to replace that with something else. Not sure what. Not even going to bother with upgrading its rank. But that is what I'm looking at as far as the toys go. For the weapons right now, guys, my advice is these brand new weapons, I would kind of hold off to see if Pixonic adjusts them. I went and spent, when I leveled up between the bot and I leveled up those weapons to get them up to that level, I spent a lot of silver. We're talking, you know, hundreds of millions of silver. So I could show you guys, don't waste your silver on those new weapons. Not yet. Let's see what they do. Kind of reminds me of the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes actually are better as far as damage goes than these particular weapons right here. But the Hurricanes came out balanced. No one's really running them. But they're not a bad set of weapons. They're very balanced, though. They're not over the top. There are definitely better weapon varieties that you can put on the OCHOKOCHI, which are going to be very scary. I mean, if you can get your hands on some ultimate Coronas, you get yourself, you know, the mace and cudgel build on this thing. Oh my gosh, the ultimate blaze and igniters. Oh my gosh, a flame throwing one of these is going to be just a nightmare to deal with. But definitely, it is a beast, and we're going to see a lot more of this. I'm going to run it pretty extensively over my next few videos, and it is definitely a fun bot to run. Alrighty guys, time to bail out here. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when I'm dropping it. Alright guys, stay safe and healthy. Watch out for each other. I'll catch you on the battlefield.